every Wednesday, we have a chance to chat with our friends from Karl Chevrolet. Of course, everyone knows Brett Moyer here from Karl Chevrolet. And you may have seen this guy on the program a time or two. At least you saw his car in Victory Lane. You saw him in Winter Circle at the 2007 Super Nationals. That is Todd Shute. And Todd, you're not wasting any time from what we understand.
You got to smile when he's talking.
You're not wasting any time in 2016 because you already have a trophy you brought home.
Yeah, we fortunately we got to go out to Tucson and race the Wild West Shootout and brought home the feature win on Saturday and then won the 6 race series championship.
Now, what is the Wild West Shootout for those people that aren't familiar with it? I believe we have a little bit of video to show too because you guys were hooked up down in Arizona.
What do you drive?
It's a USRA or USMTS modified Billy Moyer Victory race car, and you know it's a little different than the IMCA stuff. We're allowed to run 5-inch spoiler and a little different tire. We can do some groove-in and stuff to the tire and bigger engine. So.
But this is a new car. This is a new design.
This is a brand new design. We debuted it in November at Las Vegas, and you know we're kind of working out the bugs with it, and definitely got it going now.
Yeah, you're bottom feeding there a little bit, but yeah, you look like you had her hooked up there in Arizona, but you did take the championship, overall championship.
Yes, sir. That
is great. Now you have Karl on your shirt, and you have a little name tag on there, and that's pretty important because Brett, he's an employee.
Absolutely, and that is so neat. And would be a really, really big plus up for anybody that wants to get into racing or they're already into racing and they want to step their game up. Todd works there and he races and he knows, and of course Billy is helping with the design of everything, and anybody that knows anything about dirt racing, he's the king. You know, he's a inductee to the Hall of Fame of racing, and you don't do that just accidentally. And then along with Todd, there's more employees there that race, and so you're doing business with the people that know. They're the people that are there at the track every day, every night racing.
This is one of the benefits of getting your parts and getting your advice from Karl Performance right here in the Des Moines area. Is it considered Ankeny or is it considered Des Moines?
I think they call it Des Moines.
Okay, but this is you're talking to people that aren't just going to sell you parts. You're going to be talking to people like Todd who will say, you know something, you want to buy this part here. I use this one. This one works better.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get that advice from anybody.
Well, we were just talking on the side while you guys were discussing. That's a sharp-looking car you have there, Todd.
Thank you. Clint, our marketing guy, takes fantastic pictures, and that was right in our shop there where that picture was taken.
And you have an opportunity to build something like that by heading over to Karl Performance.
Yeah, they do it all in-house. And, you know, to me, if I was, like I said, either already racing or wanted to get into racing, I'd be excited to have these guys on my team, you know, because Todd sits in the seat. He knows what makes different things happen. And we've got, of course, Billy in the late model part of it.
We're talking about Billy Moyer.
Yeah, he knows those cars inside and out. We've got people that run the stock cars. We've got people that run the street stocks. They've got it all covered. And you know, not only do they build the chassis and the race cars, they build the motors, and they're there to help you. And most of the time, chances are, wherever you're running, these guys are going to be at that track. So if you need a little input, they can help you.
You're not afraid of giving some secrets away.
No, that's kind of a part of the job, I guess. So, and like Brett said, we built that car 100% in-house. The engine, the chassis, everything come from Karl Performance.
And one of the benefits of Karl Performance. Now, you guys have something going on coming up too, don't you?
Yeah, this Saturday is going to be a big, big event, an open house.
Yeah, this is the one a lot of people wait for. This is the big open house they have every year at Karl Performance. It's going to be going on starting at 9 o'clock in the morning and pretty much mid-afternoon. They're not going to just lock the doors at 3. They're going to be hanging around for a while. This is where you can visit with all these guys and pick their brain.
Yeah, you can. And then the other part of that is if a racer's looking for a deal, a special price, I'd say that's the day. And I was reading on our sheet that there's a special on the dyno for that day, a discounted price. and it's really neat, whether it be a street vehicle or a race car, to get it on that dyno and see what it's really doing.
Now, for those people that aren't totally familiar with the dyno they have over at Karl Performance, this isn't one where you just strap the motor into a machine. You have that, but
Right.
you also have another one too.
Right. Yeah. It's you put the vehicle on the actual dyno and strap the vehicle down, and they hook up to it, and they can tell you exactly at what RPMs, the horsepower, the torque, everything about it.
And that's a little different, Todd, when you get a motor and you put it on a dyno and you get X number of horsepower, and then you strap it to the dyno and you find out what the rear wheel horsepower is.
Right. The chassis dyno tells you what your loss is through the drivetrain and through the, to the rear tires, what you're actually putting down to the ground.
Which is as important as, actually the most important thing.
That's what it's all about.
Getting it to the ground.
Yeah.
Now, another thing to keep in mind coming up here, we're only a couple of months away from something that is a huge success. And if you have not participated in the Karl Coffee and Cars, this is amazing. This is a great gathering.
Real big event, and they have that the second Saturday, and that starts in April, and it goes through the summer, and that's a fun thing for people just to gather around and look at the cars and just have a good time. And one other thing that we're talking about racing here, but Karl Performance, if everybody doesn't know it, they've got a really outstanding hot rod shop. So anything that you want to do, if you want to do it from the ground up, they're capable of doing that. If you want custom interior, they're the place.
You can do a full restoration.
Yeah, they can take that vehicle from the ground up.
So if you find a vehicle in a barn somewhere you want it to look like new,
Yeah,
drag it on over.
That's the place. And the quality of their work is absolutely second to none.
Exactly.
This seems to be the time of year if you're not able to travel to Tucson or the Chili Bowl
Las
or
Vegas.
various areas. That people start getting a little itchy. They want to talk to other racers. They want to get excited about the upcoming spring and get pieces in place. And you're saying this Saturday is an opportunity to meet a lot of great people, employees over at Karl Performance, but also if you want to get a great deal, this is the time to do it as well.
It really is.
All right. How do people find Karl Performance? Where do they go?
Well, the best way that the address there, that's not Karl Performance.
That's Karl Chevrolet. That's Karl Chevrolet.
Go there first.
They will always point you in the
They
right
will point you in the
direction.
right direction.
There you go.
So again, Karl Performance. It's located between Karl Chevrolet and the Animal Rescue League. If you
Yeah,
want to
right
put
there.
that in perspective,
On Industry Drive, we're headed up there.
On Industry Drive.
Yeah.
So easy to find.
And if you get off the Industry Drive, the Corporate Wood Drive, just head up to Industry Drive, take a left, and it's probably about a 3/4 of a mile down the road on the left-hand side.
Just follow the road around. You'll be able
Can't
to find
miss it.
All right, Todd. Well, congratulations
Yeah,
again, my friend.
congrats.
Great job out of you, and hopefully keep it up in 2016.
Hope so.
Wonderful.